What is up, my veggies? My name is VTR, and welcome back to another episode review. And today we're reviewing The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 2. And I'm going to go ahead and say this right now. Massive step up from the first episode. We're going to get into everyone's wanting my opinion on. We're going to get to that. But overall, the episode is a massive step up from the first episode. I'm very glad because I thought the show had a very weak start. I'm not even going to follow a structure or anything for this review. I'm just going to talk about what I thought and everything. Spoilers might be thrown out here and there. So this is your warning. If you haven't seen the episode, but I feel like if you're watching individual episode reviews, you're also watching the show. So that is your spoiler warning right then and there. And first things first, I think overall, the stuff that's recreated from the game this time around doesn't feel soulless or a shameless recreation. It definitely feels a lot better, and these changes they give are a more welcome change this time around. And I like where they went with this, and they changed things up. I was like, oh, okay, so this is gonna show. I don't 100% know what's going on in this show. I want about one scene before I talk about the scene. There's a scene with all these infected and bloater and clickers running towards Jackson, and it is incredible. Like, it is shot so well. There's there's tension. I wish there probably could have been a little more felt like there was a little more stakes than there were, but I think it was still a really cool shot. Seeing there's this part where they send dogs out, there's flamethrowers, a bloater. Like, it is really cool and is done and shot really good. We get to see a lot more of Jesse with this part of the story. Instead of Ellie going off on patrol with Dina, goes off on patrol with Jesse, which I thought was an interesting change. And also, instead of Joel being out on patrol with Tommy's back dealing with the Jackson being attacked and everything. And he's out on patrol with Dina. And that's an interesting change. I don't know why they did it. Like, it doesn't really think it impacts the story that much, but something about it I liked. I liked those little differences. I like the way they went about that. The more we got to see more of Abby in this, and to a point, Abby, I like how they were handling her. And I also like it. There was probably like their friends like, "Hey, we just cut our losses and everything, and try to convince her to give this up." I liked that bit of like a little bit of humanity from them and everything. And then the scene happens that we're all expecting. Joel's there. He gets shot in the knee, and this is where I think this scene like changes a lot from the game. Abby straight up like has like this whole monologue and tells Joel like and has like this is why we're here, blah blah blah. You did this, that, and the other. And then she starts literally beating the crap out of him, hurting his leg and everything. And I'm sorry, the way this is shot and the way it I felt traumatized. I didn't think they were gonna make it worse than it was in the game, but they did. They made it worse, and the way they did it just felt like like I said, it was hard to watch. Like, it was extremely hard to watch, especially when Ellie came in and I ain't gonna lie. This kind of like I still kind of stand by what I said about Bella Ramsey, but my goodness, the performance here was really freaking good. I am not even gonna lie. I cannot knock it. It was really good. Like it was like really well acted and everything. You felt the emotion there. But here's the thing. The way they presented Abby with this, I don't know. I know after playing the game and knowing everything about Abby and why she does what she does, I can kind of like okay, I understand a little bit and like I don't 100% hate Abby or anything, but this I don't even know the way they shot this and the way they handled the scene is the way Abby acted. I don't even know if I can even I'm even gonna be able to understand Abby's perspective. Like and like, okay, I get it, I understand where this come from. Here I'm just like, they make they make it seem like Abby is so much worse and everything. And personally, it also seems like, at least to me, that Abby enjoyed it a little bit. Like enjoyed uh killing Joel and everything. And it was bad. Like but yeah, besides that, that's really my only criticisms for the episode. Besides that, I think the episode was a massive step up, and I hope now, even with Pedro Pascal being gone and not being part of the show anymore, I hope they can still keep. I know we're getting at least two flashbacks with him in the show. I wonder if they're going to be fully dedicated episodes or they're going to just be like flashbacks within an episode. I'm curious how that's gonna go. But overall, this episode, this episode of this show was completely like, what in the world just happened? Like it was one of those things where I'm like I was genuinely surprised. Like I can't even lie to you and say like I was like I you guys saw my last review. I was under the impression that like I didn't like what happened. I didn't like the way it started, and like it was not a good impression of the season. Of the start, it was not a good way to start the season, and I still stand by that. But this episode, 100%, well, 80%, 70% increased my optimism for the show because the first episode, like I said, was not a good start. But this episode, I'm gonna give it a solid 4 out of 5. Like I can't even lie to you, man. Like a solid 4 out of 5 is how things are for this episode. I think I ain't gonna lie. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a much better episode. Like, yes, the scene was hard to watch, and like it felt like the way it was shot and the way it just felt so uncomfortable. And I feel like that's probably what they were going for. But like they have to like really work with Abby's character for me to even care about her going forward because because I don't know. This the way they did it here. I don't know if it's because they straight up told us in the show why she was doing it and everything before, or what. I don't know. I don't know. I genuinely do not know. Um. Overall, though, that's really all I got to say. What did you guys think of the second episode? Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you think it was good, bad? I'm curious. I genuinely want to know what you guys think about the episode because overall, it was a crazy episode. That's pretty much what I can say. It was a crazy episode, and a massive step up. And like I said, I was worried, but the show surprised me. especially with it being in the episode where they kill Joel. Like that, I didn't expect to be like, oh, okay, I'm good now because they killed Joel. I'm good. The episode that they killed Joel is what made me like feel better with this and everything. But that's really all I gotta say, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I will see each and every single one of you guys in the next video. I don't say this very often, but you guys can check out my Instagram and all my other social medias down in the description below, and I'll see you guys in the next. Bye!